Thank goodness you took the right first aid measures in time. Otherwise, she might not have made it here.
So, she's okay now?
All I can say is that her condition is stable for now, but her illness is beyond my abilities. I'm sorry. I cannot cure her.
So, what do we do now?
Let's keep her here for overnight observation. If she recovers quickly, she should be able to go home by tomorrow.
Doctor, I have a question about the Angel of Clemency's modification technology.
Go ahead and ask whatever you want.
Does Salady's current state have anything to do with her transformation into the Angel of Clemency?
Do you think the way you are now is related to you being transformed into the Angel of Clemency? I've spent most of my life studying Omnium technology, and I still can't figure out what exactly has happened to people like Elric and I. What is certain is that the principles behind transforming you into an Angel of Clemency are very similar to the anomaly that occurred in me.
What makes you say that?
Omnium can manipulate time and space. You can use special channels to travel between Asperia and Kylo. This is the spatial application of Omnium. So what then is the temporal application of Omnium?
Freezing time.
That's only the surface level. More precisely, Omnium prevents the particles that make up our body from changing, keeping the energy that sustains our existence unchanged.
Barry mentioned earlier that the Angel of Clemency keeps us forever trapped in the moment of aberration. Is it the same principle?
That's not entirely wrong. During the Cataclysm, the Omnium eruption directly altered my body. And for you, the aberration is like a personal cataclysm. Aberration is unstable, so we need machinery-based modifications to control it. Or rather, the Angel of Clemency's technology is keeping it from progressing further.
But, Doctor, the spread of aberration is...
Some things are beyond my abilities now. Perhaps it's you young ones who can find the answers.
Doctor, you just said that the Cataclysm transformed your body. What do you mean by that?
Pretty much the same as you, right?
What does that mean?
You look like you're only in your teens or early 20s, but in reality, you're definitely older. Take me, for example. I've lived 50 years and still look about the same.
Doctor, what are you talking about?
How did you know that you and I are so similar?
Haven't you heard those folk tales? Animals that live for hundreds of years can become spirits. They take human form, speak like humans, and trick people. Humans can't recognize spirits, but spirits spot each other at a glance. After the Cataclysm, we old survivors, I thought I knew every face, but I never expected a new one.
Are there many people like you in Asperia?
There are quite a few in Hykros, but very few on land. The only one nearby is probably Franz.
Franz. That man was actually someone from before the New Dawn?
The New Dawn?
Anyway, you haven't seen me because I'm not from around here. I come from Lockhart.
Lockhart, huh? That was supposed to be my honeymoon destination.
Wait, Doctor, are you saying she's like you, too?
We're not the same, just similar. I come from Lockhart 1,000 years in the future, where no one dies and people age very slowly.
1,000 years later, huh? So how did you end up here?
Doctor, do you actually believe her?
What's there to doubt?
1,000 years later, never aging, never dying? Lockhart? Do you actually believe that?
Isn't Omnium awe-inspiring?
I don't mean to be disrespectful, but shouldn't there be some scientific evidence? Like body exam data or something?
Didn't I just say that? I'm the old crone and she's the old witch. Of course we recognize each other at a glance. You're too young to tell. What more proof do you need?
But...
Dr. Claire, I heard you helped my teammate, so I came to check on her.
I'm only helping this poor child because I'm doing Shirley and them a favor. The heirs of Ida are not welcome here.
Valkyrie is just here to see Salady. Don't worry, there won't be any conflict, and we won't damage your equipment.
All right. Then it's as you say. This is...
I'm Barry.
Hey, Barry. It's not often I see someone in a mood like that. Why don't we take a walk around Cetus Island and you can tell me about Lockhart? Let's leave this place to the patient and her friends.
Long time no see, Nemesis. Have you found anything in Kylo?
Salady's condition has stabilized. The doctor wants to keep her under observation tonight. And if all goes well, she can go home.
Her illness is incurable. Worrying about it won't change anything.
Is it only her illness? Aren't all those granted the Angel of Clemency the same? It looks like they've been granted eternal life, but in truth, they're damned to eternal suffering.
Suffering in return for great strength, though, right?
If I could be restored to normal, I'd give up this power in a heartbeat.
Is this why you've been refusing to use your own power? No wonder Salady hates you so much. If she heard you say that, she'd definitely scold you for not knowing what's good for you.
Is it really a good thing to trick a little girl into thinking that power can solve all her problems?
Power certainly can't solve every problem, but that doesn't mean it can't solve anything. Refusing to use your power like this isn't the smartest idea. The Angel of Clemency is a fate we can't change. It's better to learn to accept it and make it work for you than to reject it entirely. If you're willing to make good use of your power, you and the Authorizer might have a smoother time in Kylo. Who knows?
How could you possibly know?
You are the Sage's magnum opus, the finest of his creations. If it weren't for the limits you set on yourself, no one could touch you. Don't you ever miss that fearless side of yourself when you were Nemesis? You never needed anyone's protection. Instead, you could protect everyone else. For example, Authorizer.
What happens between us is none of your business.
Getting promoted really changes things, doesn't it? Your tone's gotten a lot sharper. I guess from now on, I should start calling you Archon.
The Angel of Clemency is nothing but the Sage's dark machination. Why do you impose this tragedy on her and then shamelessly demand she accept it, as if it's some kind of divine miracle?
Since the Cataclysm, Ida has been full of people with tragic lives. Everyone accepts that, so why can't she? Moreover, the Angel of Clemency gave her a second chance at life, a fortune many can only dream of. Salady, for instance, fought tooth and nail just to earn the chance to become one.
Back then, I was merely a weapon driven by madness, only capable of hurting everything I held dear. That version of me isn't worth reminiscing about. I am Shirley now, not Nemesis.
Are you even afraid of the name that represented power? If you had learned to harness that power sooner, instead of fearing and avoiding it, you would have been much stronger by now. It's painful for all of us to watch you waste the effort the Sage put into you. Think carefully about what kind of person you want to become. I'll take Salady with me for now. I'll make sure she's well cared for.
No need for that. I'll take care of Salady.
You should know she envies you and gets incredibly jealous. And she's moody. Keep her by your side.
Thank goodness you took the right first aid measures. All I can say is that her condition is stable for now.
So, what?
Let's keep her here for overnight observation.
Doctor,
Go ahead and ask.
does Salady's current state have any...
Do you think the way you are now is... I've spent most of my life studying Omnium tech. What is certain is that the principles behind
What makes you say
Omnium can manipulate time and space. You can use special channels to travel, but
freezing time?
that's only the surface level. More precisely,
Barry mentioned earlier that the Angel of Clemency.
that's not entirely wrong. During the Cataclysm, aberration is unstable, so we need machinery.
But, Doctor,
Some things are beyond my ability.
Doctor, you just.
Pretty much the same.
What does that mean?
You look like you're only in your teens or early 20s, but in reality, you're definitely older. Take me, for example. I've lived 50 years and still look about the same.
Doctor,
How did you know that?
Haven't you heard those folk tales? Animals that live for humans can't recognize spirits, but spirits spot each other.
Are there many people?
There are quite a few in Hykros.
Brands.
The New Dawn.
Anyway, you have.
Lockhart, huh?
wait.
We're not the same. Just similar.
1,000 years later,
Doctor,
what's there to doubt?
1,000 years later?
Isn't Omni...
I don't mean to be disrespectful,
Didn't I just say that? I'm the old crone.
but
Dr. Claire, I heard.
I'm only helping this poor child because I'm doing...
Valkyrie is just here to see Salady.
All right.
I'm Barry.
Hey, Barry. It's not often I see someone in a mood like that.
Long time no see.
Salady's condition has stabilized.
Her illness is incurable.
Is it only her illness? Aren't all those
Suffering in return.
If I could be restored to normal,
Is this why you've been refusing to use your own power?
is it really a good thing to trick?
Power certainly can't solve every problem, but that the Angel of Clemency is a fate we can't change. If you're willing to make good use of your power,
How could you
you are the Sage's magnum opus. Don't you ever miss that fearless side of yourself when, for example,
what happens between...
getting promoted really changes things, doesn't it?
The Angel of Clemency is nothing but the Sage's dark machination.
Since the Cataclysm, Ida has been... Moreover, the Angel of Clemency gave her a second chance at life.
Back then, I was merely a weapon driven by madness.
Are you even afraid of the name that represented power? It's painful for all of us to think carefully about what kind of person you want.
No need for that.
You should know she envies you and gets incredibly jealous. And she's moody. Keep her by your side if you must, but be careful. If she takes a dislike to you, one snip is all it takes.
If I accept my fate as an Angel of Clemency, then she could be considered my teammate. It's my duty to watch over and teach her. She's still young. I don't feel comfortable leaving her in your care.
That's fortunate. From my view, there is much about her you should learn. Archon, the Sage briefly awakened a few days ago to save Salady. He asked me to tell you, Hykros is outdated, stuck before the Cataclysm, unreliable. Whatever you want to do, rely on yourself, not others. He looks forward to meeting a stronger version of you.
What does the Sage really want to do?
Perhaps when I face him directly, I'll truly understand.
Still worried about Salady?
Yes, Salady still needs someone by her side. I used to be a nurse, and I want to stay and take care of her. However, what Barry said earlier has been weighing on my mind. Can you go ask Barry what exactly is going on with Lockhart for me?
Of course. That situation matters to me, too. I'll be right back.
That's my story.
You're truly immortal. You may just age extremely slowly.
Just like your fellow people from Lockhart?
That's right. I look pretty much the same now as I did when I was 20. But by the time I'm 500, I'll definitely look older than I do now.
What are you two talking about?
The doctor just told me her story. And now it's my turn to properly tell her about Lockhart.
Perfect timing. I want to hear this story too.
Lockhart used to be part of Ida, but everything changed on the day of the New Dawn. What's known to you as the Cataclysm. Those born before the New Dawn, like most people here, age and die, living at most around 100 years. But for those from Lockhart, everyone born after the New Dawn hasn't aged a day.
You say you're from Lockhart 1,000 years from now. So Lockhart hasn't had a single death in 1,000 years?
Yes. According to our ancient legend, the New Dawn marks the end of the Divine War. The God of Life triumphed over the God of Death, and from that moment on, death has avoided Lockhart. The Divine grants life, calls upon the people, punishes sinners, and favors the righteous. This is the unchanging belief of the Lockhart people.
What does that mean?
The Divine grants life. Death is the end of life, yet also a beginning. This is the natural order in Talmark. Without death, how can there be rebirth? Over the past 1,000 years, Lockhart has seen steadily fewer newborns. Records show the most recent birth occurred roughly 150 years ago.
So when they say the Divine calls upon the people, does that mean the Reaper is summoning you, just like the mortals, so you can die a natural death?
Yes. The Reaper's realm is peaceful and still. Yet, sadly, we no longer qualify to enter it. The Divine punishes sinners, means that those who stray from the God of Death are sinners. That's why we suffer, tasting pain and immortality, never finding peace.
Your immortality comes with a price?
Your intuition is right. Though death has left Lockhart, aging and illness remain. Over time, the joys of life have been completely eclipsed by suffering.
Life is worse than death.
No wonder you've always thought of death as a good thing.
Huh? You finally believe me? Looks like you might actually be the Reaper after all.
You still haven't explained that last line. What does the Divine favors the righteous mean?
The Reaper favors the kind and righteous, granting them divine favor and unique abilities. I am one of the divinely favored individuals, and my objective is to bring the Reaper back to Lockhart. So, I'm earnestly asking you to come with me to Lockhart. Will you?
First, explain what you mean by saying I could be the Reaper.
I wanted to test your power earlier, so I secretly swapped your prop for a real knife. In the end, I didn't feel good at all. I just got cut and it hurt like hell.
You did what? Huh? That trick, I almost killed you?
No, not even close.
So, does that mean I'm not the Reaper you're looking for?
It's hard to say. Prophecies are always mysterious and convoluted. Plus, the Reaper has been away from Lockhart for 1,000 years. It's natural that things might not go smoothly upon their return. Maybe you'll only get your powers back once you've returned to Lockhart. Or we might need to gather the death gems scattered across the continent first.
Is that what your prophecies say?
Not exactly. It was in a comic my master collected.
All right. How much of what she said is true? You might as well go to Lockhart and see for yourself.
You expect me to follow her to Lockhart just because she told some mythical story? What if she's lying?
So I'm lying to you two now? You think I'm in cahoots with that old witch?
Doctor, that's not what I meant.
Then consider it my request. Go check out Lockhart. Maybe while you're there, you'll be able to find out what really happened to Elric and I. Maybe we can figure out exactly how the Angel of Clemency's modification technology works. It might even help Shirley and Saladin, too.
Of course I want to help Shirley, but... Speaking of Elric, I'm willing to go to Lockhart, but you have to agree to one thing in return.
Oh, the youngin' has finally learned to haggle. Do tell.
Elric wants to meet you at the funeral to talk about the past.
What funeral?
Hypnos Agency has taken on the collective funeral arrangements for the Asperian victims from the Kylo space station, and my master is currently preparing the entire thing.
Kylo. If he wants to reminisce, let him.
Huh? So that means you and Shirley are willing to come with me to Lockhart?
Maybe I should discuss it with Shirley a bit more first.
Then I'll take that as a yes from all of you. Once the funeral is over and I sort out the complaint, I'll take you all back to Lockhart.
I can go with you.
Go.
Go?
Go! No matter what history lies behind the prophecy Barry told, it's clear she wants to end the Lockhart people's imperfect immortality. According to Dr. Claire, there are many similarities between the Angels of Clemency, herself, and the people of Lockhart.
Do you think a method to end immortality could be used to heal Saladin, and maybe even you and the doctor?
Earlier, when the Icarus Legion was about to take us home, Linsis asked me a question. Shirley, don't you have anything you want to do for yourself?
I sort of remember.
Well, I've thought about it for a long time, and I still can't come up with an answer. Earlier, Valkyrie recommended that I think about what kind of person I truly want to become.
Have you figured out the answer yet?
Not yet. But from what we're hearing about Lockhart, it sounds like we're starting to find some leads, right? I've been quietly worried that each Angel of Clemency's life is frozen on the day they were transformed. In other words, in another 50 years.
In 50 years, you'll probably still be the same, and the doctor might be too. But Celine, Zeke and I, that's what you're worried about.
I'd be scared. If people I'm close to were gone, what would I do? The unity of the Angel of Clemency is tied to this. For so many years, only they have truly understood and accepted one another.
No matter what, the heirs of Ida have no right to criticize you for being forced to become the Angel of Clemency. So, what you want to do sounds a lot like what Barry would do.
I don't even know if it'll make a difference now. Maybe, in the end, we'll find that Lockhart's problem has nothing to do with us. But at least now, I'm sure of one thing. I want to figure this out. If it really helps Saladin and the others, that would be quite lucky, wouldn't it?
I get it. No matter what you choose, I'll be right there by your side. You've always been the one to support me, so now it's my turn to support you.
Archon, the funeral site is nearly ready. If you have a moment, please come and take a look.
Looks like it's time to go. By the way, let's not tell Barry we're going to Lockhart yet. We don't want her to get too excited and forget the more important things at hand.
Make sure you eat well. Huh?
It's nothing. I was just reminded of something Grandma Lola used to say when she was teaching Carrot. Mr. O'Reilly, you and Grandma Lola, you really are siblings, aren't you? You're usually fearless, so why are you suddenly shy in front of your great uncle? Don't be scared, Carrot. He's family.
It's all right, little Carrot. I'm your grandmother's younger brother, John. This is where I work, and this is my apprentice, Barry. Come by anytime you're free.
It seems Carrot still needs a little more time to adjust. I'll take her to prepare for the funeral broadcast.
Go on, Barry. Don't we still need to talk about the customer complaint?
In conclusion, I firmly believe I have sufficiently secured the understanding of guest Yako Collins, and hereby apply to return to the Hypnos Agency to resume funerary duties.
Well done! And to encourage your growth, I have a special reward for you. Were you expecting that, my silly apprentice?
Ah, Mr. O'Reilly, that's too much! Too much! Reaper Shirley, please defend me!
I already looked into the complaint, you good-for-nothing. Sorry about that, guests, for letting you see such an unprofessional side of me.
Mr. O'Reilly, you look much livelier.
Right, it's thanks to you all. Come on, Perry. Hurry and get the invitations ready.
Yes, Master. Do you agree to let me take part in the Hypnos Agency's other activities?
What do you think? I'm getting on in years. Do you really expect me to pull off such a grand funeral? Are you trying to work your master to death?
Hooray! Long live Mr. O'Reilly!
You fool. What person actually lives forever?
Mr. O'Reilly.
Archon, Miss Shirley, I'm deeply grateful that the Hypnos Agency can handle this collective funeral.
We should be the ones saying thank you. Is there anything else we can help with?
That's not necessary. Franz and Hilda have already brought quite a few people to help out, including 2 Kylian folks.
Since everyone is working so hard, we can't just stand around. Mr. O'Reilly, let us know what we can help with.
Well, all right then. Could you please bring the candles and bouquets from the agency to the venue? I'm not getting any younger, so I need to go rest for a while. Barry.